Do you like ice cream? Do you like ice cream? Yeah. Sugar free or low sugar ice cream? Good for your heart, good for your body, good for the kids. How about pastries? Milkshakes, smoothies. Do you live on the Sprintex Road? Are you in the general area of the Sprintex Road? There's something exciting inside Bachona Total. It's called Raffaelli's Gelato. Raffaelli's Gelato and more is right there inside Bachona Total off the Sprintex Road. Natural fruit juices, ice creams, pancakes, smoothies, waffles, Raffaelli's Gelato and more. Interesting. I so drive into Bachona Total there on the Sprintex Road. I look for Raffaelli's Gelato. For those of you that sweet tooth, your ice cream is there, your pastries, and so much more. Finger licking and joy. Into the weekend. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And so, Osagi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah will forever be celebrated, acknowledged, and respected not only in Ghana but abroad. Now, there's Osagi Made in Ghana Fair, which is coming up, commemorating the birth of our vibrant founding president, Osagi Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The Osagi Made in Ghana Fair is coming up. 100% made in Ghana goods and services, latest in Ghanaian fashion, traditional wear, delicious local food, drinks, organic produce, handcrafted artifacts, furniture, home decor, cutting edge technology, and so much more from Ghanaian minds.
Peace FM.
Mark your calendars. Bring the whole family for a weekend of fun, culture, music, and pride. It's your Sajifo Made in Ghana Fair from Friday, September 19 to Sunday, September 21, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. 19th of September to the 21st of September. It's at the beautiful Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park and Museum right here in Accra. Event is organized with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park and Museum, and W.E.B. Du Bois Center is putting all of this together. It's your Sajifo Made in Ghana Fair, September 19 to September 21. If you're interested, call from Kwakweti Ambra. What do you for Jackson, my chair? Boko there. Great. So far, it is saying you started about 2 hours per penny, about 9 o'clock.
Uncle police station, the woman said, a decay, Bambo wants them a idea. I was so our police station, dear Mako. Sama, maybe I make us a fee, a prayer, Burdua. Namako police station, Mako, and nice. A year, Burdua, bad terminal. Mako Lorry station, Burdua. Mako, President Church is here, and they a year President Primary, and a bon one, to see a whole and a more. Sama, police station, Mako, in a kind. Who say, a bamboo and some hours so far. Some police station, piano, men come and the police for presence, and a police for obey a do me, no, a good do no and no more a police station, a big egg dinner, a bed, police center, and I said, the two abanagata, and the bisu egg dinner, like vantage pointer, the BHC, Merase, Ethne, a call, and the Jama Bambo also, as a medical, was so far. Ghana police for Abo Momodi. Jama, Samuba, Sanya, Yakua Blekuma, na year to Abana, Nipan MPA Metuaba, Nipan Tuabano. Jama, how by yes, sir, and a Miguno. Migusa Hano, and Adia, do a get him, say, ya starlight, be brave, who was a lie, or Nipa was on, be a bear 10 and not 15. Then more a idea back for no and a echo. Jama, me didn't extra a police station, make was in Presby. President Primary Program. Some Nipa said to about our higher 590 almost say on the two about the Siaminoka say Nipa 70 and the idea of matching at two Omaba and the place Bra Abo non Kunapa with my meeting or matching at two Omaba. Some other when we actually a Presby check and also our Gudra. almost at say and I say if I 432 and I was say it's in 2 about some I can no piano nipa 62 actually up to about and I lorry station lorry station so idea yes say nipa 624 and 2 about some I don't see I can say nipa 62 and so up to about and a Bodua bus terminal yes nipa 602 better about I'm a very similar and number nipa 81 and it's me at about and she Biana and soon yes a Anna like I said bush you and I say here a they will say oh my and chem I compare a year 10 at the Ababi a year the Abano and National Mobile that's how the Minuka said you move as article Sabi I say you as an article a yano as here airborne and come say odu eni tira dia na like say ya ekoto no na jama ma tinte de bi e wo ba bi kata e na pese me be ho na me se ya ekoto na mitimi eka na hu say you go amanfo e bi go amanfo ha police go e kura wala omo sa so be come down. Hello.
Yeah, you
morning. But we did do for Jack. Again, so I'm also
Oh, did you? Oh, did I have never did I have? Oh, I know what you ID card, no ID card. So then I did have the answer about. So why is he taking the ID card?
Okay, but you're a party goes there.
We thank you.
Okay. And I know yes, I'm online already, but Jana said, finally, yes, I didn't.
Only I was recording me. Only. I'm going to watch your ID card.
Okay, so that branch about the gym for quite. What do you want to go the more and I'm saying? But I have got okay. So like I said, observer, oh yeah, MPP observer. They will say allegedly, Obi agent for a card. Now, only you on your way and comfort now. That be as a Nipano FPR, Nipano Airport. And you have a police war, I mean, say, police war, and so our Mugu or Mopata. Yes, and this time, they're starting on November when they're talking, you know, the big car, the COVID 18. The time, and Opano, a year, back terminal, a year, Lorry Station. I'm going to get on Metro Abano, who say, Lorry Station, a NDC office. They will say, so do I have in NDC office? I actually National Democratic Congress. Now, a day, a year, NDC candidate in the banner, a and one I am before no ready alarm said that be very much I do and control. It is a bad year, why banner in fuel. And no educated Kakabaya, police will buy no blue Roman term. And this demand you're going with the banner after Yaka Tuma. Printing the apprentice store, you want to give the party legality. The Mubana, Nipana, and any more so NDC candidate, you know, on my couch man. So, John, and your man, you know, I'm afraid ever have. And I'm media figure. And can you wait the Alanka back for the idea? Airport about Congo.
na enwe chi no obi anye complain bia fa baby ahụ.
Chairman, apart from the way I'm at say, almost I'm just any panel here vote by, but almost won't say the council any panel. You money and say what the ID card. Almost me the other to the camp of the ID card and everything. And not that apart from we know Chairman of the BDS.
Okay.
Starting by going to the program who NDC man comfort. So are you and Africa who and so you the candidate in the number almost elbow.
I see. Yo. Right, yo, me da say audio for Bibi ni ebesaba. Okay. Yeah, report audio for Jackson and I'm waiting in Kase. Other reports if you akweti abre so far you me mpaebon nyuma nipa bebre. Yanko achim wenchi kwabna for okay line article. Kwabna for line article em say achim wenchi na membra kwabna for
Chairman.
Machi biom.
Abejo chairman.
Bo me nkomo na ekoso.
Okay, if you be PM eye achim wenchi kunom. Say unnim achim wenchi na wo first time na wo ba wan hwe a wo beka se bia akon bi na esi anom na so ni nyina ye eye ene akotia by election na ekoso. Ye hwe achim wenchi so achim wenchi ye MP a wofi mu no NS ya okumi a nti akɔfa by election abaye ne na ha na wofi na sɛmi twamfo nyini fa ɛyɛ bambɔ ho nsɛm de ameka sɛ ɛyɛ paa nemum sɛdeɛ tie nie oba ha ɛyɛ police for amoka si a ɔmode kɔ ako na obi kita etuo ɛtɛ ɛsoro no oba behu bi wa ha ubewu omo Black Maria ya sɛ obi edi nsɛmɔne a na sɛ odi nsɛmfo sɛbe ombetimi ate ne de na hye me te sɛ sell yɛbetimi de ate wa hye mu ansa na yɛde wakɔ sɛ yɛde wokɔ nsa wɔ mu sɛ yɛde wokɔ kɔta akɔdi wa asɛm no saa ka ne bi nso ɛwɔ ha kai ya sɛ ɔmo yɛ demonstration a ya na demonstrators no ɛyɛ violence na ɔmo de nsuo na sɛ nsuhye ɛde gugu ɔmo so mo gyae no ne ba nso mahu bi wa ha na behu a police for ni bebre ukɔ police center baako a wɔnya a police for kra no ɛbro 30 ani akyire wonnam connect nso a behu sɛ ɔmo amokasi ya pake police for ni bi nso so ɛwɔ mu a ɔmo nso ɛtɛ joint a ɔmo ɛhwɛ sɛ de eniema ɛkɔ nti bambɔ ho nsɛm de netimi aka sɛ ɛyɛ na asase no yɛte sɛ na MPP for no bi complain boso police for no a o ma begu wenchi no a o ma hu se aha nso so metima kasa ha ye MPP for stronghold pa nti for ka se me MPP for ni bi allege se de wo hwe de ye a police for na ba begu anu o mu cars eni etu ekita wo mu no ama voters no e di hu akoto mu no menya kwanya ya eni Henry Nanabuachi a o na ye national organizer for MPP edi nkomo no o ni tiri ma o kire se ono de ohun se etisa se bia de ehun bia be shi obi ma na se eye hunhuna na omo opponent fa police on di so e de ehun no de ohun se ya police for no e na eye omo adwuma boban nti obesere se obi ampimra na omra e ma beto me call police center ba kon so a ho no Osiewu Palace ho no so me ko hu honorable Yamin NBC afam a omo so wo ho no mo a omo hwe say abato no ebekoso na chairman ade ba kon so a mehu a enu mumu de twetwema so kakra na yesa abato ma mranti ya no mabeti kipinkitin na omo so petrol no omo hwe say violence ba ya yetinu so omo na omo titiri pa na ya na efi omo so ba me ba ha no mabehu bi mehu say cars best bienu miensa na omo eshishem a omo ko omo so ko etire ebetire minimum omo special assignment ka yede asan o ama wo mo ena unhu se amanyoko wi se MPP ana se NDC ena mranche no eyo mo dia omo eyo mo nso adwuma ko tiri betre no de ntimi nka se amanyoko wi na de o maba ana se wi nemum mihu bi pa se omo ko itiri betre na wo hwe voter turnout no so a meka se aha no ko kakra esan se police center ba ko mi fi ho a mene wo kasa sisi ya na hanom ye niwenchi police center honom na se ye beka ya main election na ko fanchi ni wahyew de bae no aha ha ya na masabi ti ni be pie mu ho no police center mi fi ho a mene wo kasa na wo say out of a nipa 602 a mo hwe ni so mbra beto aba no emu 50 na etimi abeto anope ya o mo hwe ni mu se dodo na so be free if ya ba beto nti chairman say na etie ewo atim wenchi
asi na just nipa no share dan pm ma beto ye
there be kra
because
omo so said e ko pm o takra se ana obi e gina bed mantra fodi ne am na omo e ka no say omo beto de binum so beto ba omo twen ebi mo so de sisi ameni abrante bi a wote ogina say wo frame no kra no wote se no obi cheche ma na ye ono a o chese amanyoko ba ko amani sika eno aye ma no 300 and then so when 200 I have 500 and so still want to ma amanyoko kro no eti no no so kana asemo ebi mo tire se enkofo so anasa amanyoko ni bi sika se ye nto abanfa ma wo na so nyanya evidence we ene eche anase party we na eche ne de yenso yentimi nkansi so na emu ebi mo tire ma ya mo musika na so sika de o maji na so mo nto ma sa amanyoko no
hey asemo mama yada si momo ni adwuma yebesa aba
sema mate
yo yada si ya reporter kwabna fori na motene nka no so achim no be back yanko odoko yaya efri ahoma no so yanko kwawu mafu machi
yaja o
Yes, Marvel.
Sama apom te say.
Nyamia don boko na also e.
Oba de ada Roma.
Ye de nyamia si.
Bom pa say Solomon obewi. Na sama Chief Justice yeso on kotena asi. Se o kotena asi e wo ne salary o de oji ni mu ana se ye yi na di kura.
Me ni me hihye ho so nya me nim ne se ye na di.
Hey, ya hwe bibi ye o man mu. Amambo ni se de e koso no. Se o mo hwani se be boa ye dia o mo nyiro mu. Because $40 10 to the 40 pesos. And then me check it 11 to the 85 pesos. What the bomb wants to happen? No person because oh yeah by say anything that they say I do say. And someone almost can come on me no. I'm why and then for him go to the idea. One fan no cre more minor and throw and a bit doing. What the Kokrokoo politics. What the Moku politics. Be a woman will be a modi politics. A cassette of Kufuado. And then, how when you are airco? This woman young for no one fan of crying yet, Juma. No, Mrs. and from one on the and here, or mine, no, Yabeko Yampa.
On so Mafu I walk wound a fair yet I will be a fracture 0302257900 0302257901 and cost sport I'm one match
yeah, Black Kwame, boy, my brother, my gun, and Yami.
Amen.
Now, the award will be a young one name.
That's it.
Me Black Kwame. Yeah, me come out some I'm from Quintia, and any more believe you, and any beach out. That one may come out some soa. Or Maya, you say a 2 year betua bar. Or Quaya, ministers, nay, penny for a betua bar, almost a man for Kutupa. Emma and Toka, a baba for Kakra, yes, give us walk to a be my yes. Yesterday, you're moving here. Na mu yesa nkola na mo men mu ne yefu broma we na yefu broma we no ye mi hu se akola bi esua na daachi bia no akola no so be pani a ono so dan de no be ye eti sa de we ye koso no se ye to aba ye ma ye ni nkwon sa na ye betum emamu anefu ye tum emabu anefu a o ma twe won afira money forcem na amfa oye de bia ma ana wo hwe o man a Omaya de bia yesu ade bia ye ko besiabo se ye dwuma bi wo mani mu a wo hwese na enipa fun oman no etwapade bia ye fun oman na asase bia daachi bia nchiri man so be ha yen bia ni e pebi aye oman ni ye ana ye pebi aye hoso se ye pebi aye kre aye oman bi ebedu sa no ye nya eti oman no etwapade na da ho no wo ko ba bi ti se atomika amanfo fun sase fun atwapade adaate no nke de beye enyuma bi a ebetuma abo akuru enso no sese bi fun se niam ni nyina emni bedu ba bi ehia bia ya de ye nya se niam anso yempani fo mo hwe no munyai ana hwe ya kwan na ye na sese bi o muso man no ye boa ye kwan enso no kwan ne papa mu no ye de kenten ye de ko nsuo ne nso na enso nye ye hwe ni ye nyai ye tumi ye kwan na kwan 3 days na tutu ni asan akofa yesi committees ya onhwem committee ni ehwe no asan diska edisa ni ma we nyina na emo man no ye hwe yie na ya hwe ye chima no ye nyina edikenten be ko nsuo mini abema ni nyame nya dwuma
Mr. Bedasi bebre ye da si yenko ni ma kwadwo mache
Obra Kwame.
Yes kwadwo boko
The radio say Obra Kwame radio nyame nso na dwuma pa wo ye ma o man Ghana na mensama meka no me no that about one sem and I say Chief Justice Seminole. Edikan akutia with a masepa or update amode emana ama yufu nyama koso hoina na ye best let's say afuvie atuvie ni na ye about what ye so sebio nipa ye pa na kra na nyame atunsa freno na kukukusiki na so su kofi ma na pato ben na wenya no yem ekisho say afuvie na beba na yemfa ni si wo betom ya ba in the last
Ablekuma North.
Ablekuma
North.
Yemfa to some people were arrested. Yeah, by you see almost any seminar. I trying to answer the baby. They were prosecuted. Yeah, my master is maybe the able to have the any our it's as in or Mangana and yes, so let us mean no person come once them coming. Yeah, see the haunted seminal.
Yeah.
Bible say the word in our own quite no in an fataye. Although Omampini won't quite to be Chief Justice, but in a no and only ask them no. Because they are the president, yes, unless they be a parliament starts nothing, essence, Satira, and Brandy Mukakra, and yes, I'm more deep mappa. Say, MPP force to bar, a similar process to remove any chief justice of the basis, but yes, asking your panel. Say, executive failure, legislative failure, near you begin to go to a judiciary, no. As I said, judiciary to a woman. And as a Mukodani partisan, I so yeah for him. You know, I had a young secretary, but the evening GD, Yamimu, say, near Betty Yamian by him because the CD I am Fisher I am Fisher Pine, Mr. Mampini, or Yujma Bar, the boom, and you might think TBC no, and she a bit me a hacking. In my first when you was in the Mincha UPS for you now, last week Sunday and a level 100 for you natural work some year. The moment you could do coming to the next semester start 29 September. I mean, about come out.
May I see Bebre and far away in young call Obi?
Good morning.
Obi, my chair. Yamo.
I don't pay them playing upon it.
Me too.
Today, I have to sleep up with Java and you need to there's people from there. The chief is someone pay, Master be about to pay.
Me too.
And now, we are not the someone, doctor, lawyer, who was sent to what, and to was on Chatham South. Someone, what Daroma, thou being a lawyer, dear, who can say, I can see at my mentia, bridge be home. I issue be a friend and bridge. O cross South Wina, O could be a flow on my boat. Sam, finally, you could acquire a so quite dancing. Tell my 9 solid years, bridging a book. A book, Emma, because a motto, crown a month for a picture before no, not Katie Hammer, or Nick Katie Hammer on the body on that. Is your night bridge. In the Asante my Mentiano. And now, Uki, Pamentiana, grew up was we at Munem. Munem made in a book 9 solid years. Tell my. A quan of you on Uframentiani, Munem now called less than 30 minutes word. You see, a month for fast and tell them Banka. Ecofa, you can't say, that them near dear. And son, I wait me up on one way of fat, tell the soap, and son of one full of sweat. 9 good years, Doctor, the lawyers and the water. What you may be unfound, Doctor, German. Now, you're too about said to know why. You're too about Mamma here, but way. So I say, I don't know, more by our answer for by delegate near the afraid near the allegedly a couple of my yeah, who at the hour. What is it for good years? 9 years. So bring that. Tell my Kakramazaka said, as a police boy with the Ilra IGP yesterday. A Kobana said, I said, the real answer and our police want to see higher taxi drivers name. Total Indian total drivers. As a nice, a big beer, a farm on Dampareno. I say, and now Dampareno. He unit on or say Bonona. I say, yes, we have perception. You say, yes, for my MTT or current in a place one tata because nobody is there for my the police headquarters no one way. But you see a uniform, my just now will be at you go. That means I say, a few on and tell you the Brasa, MTTD, what you are, 100 the same as by a cantonment. Is all the traffic who are near Paul by Oka insurance, who are also make up our cognac and the settle by 28 February 2017. Third party, many one city. As insurance who let police was what 200 Ghana. New insurance people out the way here, 600 city. And to make one we just switch over for time. You are doing that a perception is there. I can I you know because of why MTC were crown and now we're buying a proof of back more. And you have a phone number from what did you say?
a day, a month, you get 3.6.
I'll be my man now, see, I pay, me say, what can I say, IGP at it, I'll see driver for more Titium.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Nana, come here.
Kwame Sefa.
Utulufana.
Why?
Eric.
Oh, there be a bon couple.
I said, be a why a CEO of a state organization that. And on who says so a CEO in Tibiana, all man tips. All man tips on how to stay strong.
Kwame Bisoase.
No amount tips, Anna. And I know Osan you go eduanim.
Oh, we dey know we say fie kakra. Osan kwala no what to say.
Hey, oh yeah, sure. When you call it just to catch us and you know.
Chairman General, Chairman Apumo.
Nyamia don't come me who ache.
In the literature from white lies.
White lies.
Prof why here when you say come back him. Oh, baby aboko ahode.
Pa, I'm happy for you.
Me that's it.
Hey, you see lawyer so abeka ho.
Adom.
Mo, why are you? Mo, Ebada Bay.
Hey, results in about last week here.
Utrinkwa.
Between us.
Your Bokweni. Hey, Michelle, no, if you know.
Chama, okay,
I don't be careful. So, they know, and now you're big man.
Oh, Adom.
You're Danyasi.
Adom. Yamia Yebi.
Oh, Papa. Or Brother calling him say F.
Sure.
F. Mo. I'm happy to hear that. To think
that's a answer.
Now, Quran is a question part at your book.
Kwesi. Your favorite book is saying?
Reparations.
Reparations.
Yeah.
I would say a slave reparations.
I'm not going to be saying.
So no
so now can't say tell me beside. So can't even share.
And I'm
about the slave reparations
and ya no kwa kwesi ti obi sa next week Tuesday obedanedi
kwesi about that there.
Me say 30 year pre me nya copy kan intimi
about reparations, but not just reparations, about the history, the struggle.
Kwesi pacho voice was low papa.
About reparations, but about all the dimensions of reparations, history, the politics, the law, and the struggle. You know, and it deals with all the different aspects of reparations.
Okay.
That is it.
Reparations just say you will be sick and I say.
And this can go.
You submit yes. Then.
Sikasam bebem, but sikasam bebem no enye se ye tuaka. Putoka say we can redistribution of surplus value.
Redistribution of surplus value.
Surplus value.
So as Africans, we created surplus value through the transatlantic slave trade.
And we need reparations to Africans.
Peace FM.
To Africans, as far as I'm concerned, reparations about resetting the world, which would include, for example, restructuring the IMF, the World Bank, the World Trade Organization, and so on, and the United Nations Security Council. Reparations, no. You understand? So it's very broad. It's an attempt to reset the world.
And Rebecca said it's quite an academic book, right?
But I'm not an academic. I'm an activist.
I know. And I'm saying, in terms of it's quite an academic book because we talk about resetting the UN Security Council, World Bank, IMF, you know, I said I drink to a tour now per se.
And my lawyer be copy say only before the final launching. If a lawyer appear dankwa, and I'm I'm catching say I wanted it. Now, ono kind, not some catching and say he thought that, you know, the legal aspects though, he had never come across, you know, such legal arguments before. And that he thought it was very weighty. He actually advised I should go and do that. Then I was invited as an expert on reparations by the University of Witwatersrand,
South Africa,
to participate in discussions initiated by the Pan-African Lawyers Union. and at the AU Commission on Reparations. So, my invitation, I was really surprised. Prof, what draw 130 page book and what I expect? But I was invited as an expert, and I went and participated in the meeting with some of the topmost lawyers in Africa. Bakuye lawyer Bia, Namibia, there was genocide by the Germans against the Harari people. Lawyer now who disassembly, who do money, he was in that meeting. There was a professor of law from the University of Witwatersrand. He was also part of the discussion. So, and we call him, and the Omukache and said, a lawyer for a nation. We almost the case no called African Court of Justice and Human Rights. Now, what you frame when they say, Omun Pesa de illegal. They wanted the social and political angle to the issue of reparations. So we spent in Johannesburg 2 days, morning and night. And at the end of it, we've decided to ask for an advisory opinion of the African Court in order to move on and so on. So there's a lot of work being done. Now, quite interestingly, AU champion on reparations. We know AU champion on reparations.
Where?
President John Dramani Mahama.
Oh, I see.
He's the AU champion on reparations. In Ghana, reparations.
And besides, John Mahama reparations, is it about reparations to Africa? Because all they know is much broader.
The AU decided that 2025, a year of reparations,
to Africa.
On reparations.
To Africa.
Not just to Africa, the diaspora is involved, the Caribbean is involved, many parts.
Is it to Africa and the African diaspora?
African diaspora and also the Caribbean.
Because of the slave trade.
Not just the slave trade. Slave trade is only an aspect of it. Colonialism is another aspect.
For colonialism. Okay, man, you should compensate here for colonialism.
Any compensation. United Nations after the Second World War, the countries which were represented in the UN were only 50 countries. Yankaho because we were colonized people. If we were building the structures of the UN and so on, our interest was not taken into account. When they were structuring the World Bank and the IMF and so on, WTO, Yankaho. And in Africa, a continent of 1.4 billion people, we have no say in the UN. We can only go to the General Assembly and vote. We have no vote on the UN Security Council. Reparations would mean a reset of the UN structure so that 1.4 billion Africans can have a voice on it. You understand? Our organization meets the International Monetary Fund. It was created purposely to protect the interests of the colonial powers and so on. That needs to be restructured in order for African interests to be factored, into the work of the IMF and the World Bank and the WTO and so on. So it's a much broader, bigger concept than just paying for slavery and so on. That's not it at all. It's not about paying for slavery.
Yeah, resetting
the world.
Resetting, and so next week, Tuesday, the 9th of September, we would all congregate. Openi kwesi abbo modern actual book. Eja udi even say actual here.
But when you come, I was working on 2 books.
Okay.
About me say make sure say book we let me just 2 books now ma starting that. But my throw 250 pages. When you say I said I said I had been possessed.
A content. But why you want Juma Ache informally? Now I then myself over
within 2 months naturally. I was so surprised because back over the last 5 years, literally could do baby an aspiration called Majato. Majato. We know a content. I was really surprised,
2 books now can the titles near them.
Oh, saying
okay, about today. And then about Dante.
The major one, the amateur 250 pages, no, is about the struggle for return to democracy, actually, from 1985 to 1991, that period, you know. But that is supposed to be just part one, because there are many other aspects which will not be covered in that book. Hopefully, so you need kakraka ho. Maybe I'll be able to complete those 2 books.
Book trangas enough. Editorial work.
Jumapa.
I don't know how kind of book was it. What's the name to me now? Already now me that just 4 hours a day. You know, for a long time I sleep for only 4 hours a day.
Peace FM.
4 hours no crano. You can't stop.
You need to do reparations on your sleep.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Enough for
Kweku back also chon book.
Kweku
an interesting book.
Kweku atra onrieda.
Kweku de na check.
No book no kwame. I drew baby a. I saw can say enough is enough. Now the pimko.
And yes sir.
See a coffin the book or say and you should muduma to send our sang catty. The Bian catty na and yina or harvest wood too. Oh yeah, then it be better.
It's true.
That's the basic.
Opening. One of the most difficult things in writing a book, in my experience, every people was empty way. Me fan kaho and as me fan kaho. That's the most difficult decision to make.
Editing the book.
And that's some kitwa, you know.
The group baby are fapping. Now so be met was.
No.
Because book be I so be kind of say I dare wait the enemy should can be no book we move. But me let's just say a book.
Ain't you question Yami Aduma next Tuesday? Yeah, be support too. Sure. Oh, that's a me remember.
Bombay wo ho. Nana Kumia wo ho. Openia de Kumo ho.
Asema to you.
Dear me
because media metobi, but coming there mean I can guarantee.
You hear on Unipano.
As a book no a be pao. Be out to me. Be out to me.
You found to ma.
More than you.
Come in.
Oh, say.
Difference there.
All power be home to ma. Strike the person naked.
As a good anymore.
As a good anymore.
Okay, you done it.
Oh, done it.
Oh, Malabo.
Equatorial Guinea.
You almost mid-year review. I was supposed to speak at ECOSOC. The social platform for AU. First day, now we got 100 copies of the book. By Kokrokoo from Murphy. Until I ordered another fresh 100 copies of the book. All the foreign ministers wanted it. Indeed, President Muhammad Ba later, as the AU champion on reparations, not sure for the forward to the book.
Okay.
And Tikakrana Akami Hono Beji, and what Chama heads of states in opening Niham and Ninkasa. The fee Malab will be doing crime within 1 week. Near 30,000 requests for the book.
Reparations book.
Yeah.
There's a bestseller.
No, I mean, there's not enough scholarship on reparations. With your part, try and find whether you can find books on reparations. There's not enough scholarship. And until now, where you there's a mabi and I say, oh, maybe.
Because in the way Uncle Foto, there's this cow being your own team in deal.
What do you say? Buy first 500 copies to I go for free.
Are they?
Oh, now, foreign minister say my book the foreign minister of Algeria say my book as it Jamaica. Was it Jamaica?
Said Rebecca.
That's a popra enough for more.
Who have been slow cow? Woni kwame no mu na wa been slow.
Nyame o.
Been slow cow.
Kwame so ati.
Aso ai. Kwesimo ni ejuma 9:45 Peace 104.3 anope yako akwetia be mpre9 aba yebedi hu komo tew yebeko if I best start with Chief Justice there he say mpanyifo ha omadwinche. In the meantime, Mrs. Linda Insia, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Mecklin Hotels, Accra and Kumasi. And Eyawawoda, birthday blessings to you, Mrs. Linda Insia, CEO, Mecklin Hotels, Accra and Kumasi. It's from your children, your staff, and especially from members of Table 1 at Mecklin Hotel Denyame. And that is from the chairman of Table 1, Samson Kwame Nyameche. Samson, my channel pay. Until Linda Insia, and then also Mr. Alex Dade and your dear Mrs. Caroline Dade. Today is your 30th marriage anniversary. May the good Lord continue to bless your union. Mr. Alex Dade, no honka for Mrs. Caroline Dade, 30 years of marriage to the glory of God. Eric, una mi hu fiache.
Chama na ahoden wo hopa.
Amen. Me who say na otiwe di ahone wo ho. Chief Justice, say a campaign promise and a more fulfill it. Ebi so say a emra kwan so pepe and ye die you know. Ebi say a amanyosem. Ebi say a resetting the judiciary. Dia.
Chama me da se.
Me so za.
Ye di kan ma menchia atifo Peace FM anope.
Yeah, Joso.
Na penimfo ameni omohia. Uncle Kwesi na komia na prof chamonze na form say abrantia wasi so na mpanyimfo ati say
wo fanum ne wo papa num nya mpanyimfo
eni nyina aka dom no enti mechi o nyina no pay na memfa nchie mu edru ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ye mana so nti say de oye ne so Ghana for dodo na ni papa nti ejuma bia Ghana for the ahye ne sa no onye ne kwampa so sedi oye ne na Chairman General Enra.
Yes, Eric.
Afidin 10 times na enema pi na tiate se wo so nra obi e Canada obi e tro ne de se krata ba bonten se ye maame anti araba se onko tranchen kakra se piam penina na odi no on say omaya ya
yanka so onko tranchen kakra yes yo onko
nti so okọ be
ebia obenya etu kan kakra ebia apaje so be saba
appointment na okọ nti onko tranchen kakra no and say chama onko tranchen
okay
I was discussions na e bebre but you see on my na ye nyina ye modwuma Ghana mine na da hono sebi impreduasa enyam fufu a eyo manya ya chichira ye demra eni di juma. So the first question I was yebusa omoma those interpretations ne say the mampeni aye no eyemra kwanso anase enyemra kwanso. That should be the first question.
Nyamati say emra kwanso.
Enti is any case closed.
Okay.
Emra kwanso ene ye defy. Enti ye nua no ma start your mobile training na den na ye ba say oba ye de obey. But say mampeni Mahama na Ghana for money to me, hold everything in trust. Or Ghana for demono. He will do the right thing and Ochina obey the right thing. Edi Naba.
The lawyer Ayikwe Otu say a woman say Emra Kwanso ni efa na emom no ye boom na ne bebre so. Minim say what here no so.
Oh, menti but say on say court dan ho bobo de ya na mfaso ni so. Say obi abu mra so wa bra na o say o mamra ye djuma. You go back to the court and ameboa. And this former attorney general Menu Penny Godfrey Dame. So na no ye lawyer ma former
but when a former attorney general Ayikwe Otu.
Mahu and America no. Say eja omu nyina o party back. Betimi abohwe magu na so say e bia breaches bi kra ko so abra Omodem rani ye juma no.
But say it's too late.
But the law is the law.
Oh, President, that's a president the warrant aba.
But say yes to ntino ho aso basi akocha.
David. Warrant
so ko wazo.
But warrant aba there no. End of story.
Obetimi afa ho akọ.
Oh, na so your lawyer say warrant aba there. The moment I warrant be aba there ni apon.
Jama and one close. But the person moti ase ni say namra na ye juma. President Mahama nyi obi oyesisi fo a yenim no say obepopo na ni akire nipa wa bra won famra kwan so. Ena nipaku ahodo na e de petitions no call ya. You go by the constitution provision as stipulated article 146 no. Omo ye Ghana for. Chama general de ba kwa wo say ye hye ne so ne say emra ahodo a ye hye wo man mu no. Ni nyina ye temamufo nti ne ye hye mra.
Omanfo.
Good prof and a prof wa. Omanfo na me ba o kire mi di pa dia me kai my careful. Omanfo nti ne ye hye mra. At omanfo no so a ye wo man no mu no. Semra no endi wa ya na ne kai kana kakra. Kwame baby aye maame anti araba no tie ne ye se ontwe ne hu. Nipa bebre na atena sa akonwa no so. Baby a wan kasa otisisi e betoda e bia obefiri mo bi na betenem. Enti se ye de tumi e hye wonsa se ye oman adwuma. Ye ne se de ebe ya daache ye pe bibia kan fa ho a e be hu de ebe kan fa ho. Na petitions ahodo a de kokotia maame no empanimfo akuku dan etra so no obi animumra ho asem. Obi animade pa anim se bebo man no. So I don't think say Oshamia justice see do a chair me civil procedure Ghana School of Law so be kwa kwatena so no onim de ye no nkasa enye because me nim said the otie. O hwede na oda omo ano ono so watena Supreme Court for no so nim ra no onim said the tie. Eti the aba ne de enyina ye gitum. But still omo any other reservation enim ha on be ko by it there. But enra now mo kasa na sesa na de maye no mo twese bi ato ho a MPP ba ban mu a yenso masa mo ba ban mu se mo be yi Ghana fo nyina dio se mo be ye den yo nye no ne ye ka ne ne
ebisi moye campaign no mo share bo se mo be ye na moye
ye manifesto no na nka ho
mokasa ebisi mokasa mo say judicial is not fit for purpose
ye call election 2024 ye the manifesto ne call ye see ye be reset Ghana
into where resetting
you can reset na and just Ghana sika sema na to ba ha no kwa ho adwuma na ye be yo you can various sectors of economy and judiciary ne ka ho bi
okay
enti ye metena se say ye judiciary na ye last resort asemusi ahemfie na mo kana anya yi aho ne ekono eno so ye mani pa kakra bi mefa nso mo botom never. And what is happening there? And a senior lawyer be a minimum or almost 22 years at the bar or MPP ni din na mintimi mo or say and nipa on o ka Ghana nyina do na ni je ye yo no
are
because e maame no kofie no
are
because maame no betena ho no na ni sunu ne ban ya ne nyema o ye nyina te say politicians to da say they behave na. That is it. Because you see there were some institutions in the country ye nyina asemsi aho ne ekọ enti se de oba beto ano say o ye kandifo a even though our interest be mpo a o ya de ano are very very careful. Kwame yeah politicians 4 years be to so aba but chief justice ye do kwatena konwa so a ye mfa ballot box nkusi o se ento so aba. And the fact is that democracy makwan say mampani bi bo timi chief justice and interest also ye do kwatena ha other subjects na aka in the country you are more superior than them. On say emra na yire ye no court. No court me wa.
Yeah, court.
I didn't na court na no ko.
The
law is the law, yes. Inti ene na metia e bia me just a rekejam nobody. Inti ye de me begina wanim na opopo wani na obu ani chie na oye de wo ya. And now you ochana you also go there. One of the commentaries metia no say ana o oko committee no crowd do be na scan no ye na ye court. When was the last time I called Supreme Court?
Me kwere ho.
Yeah, the court.
The money say madwuma no.
Who do I scan now? Emra no kire se Ghana ni bi e Ghana ni no matter your position. What am I say? Enti munya emotional communication na mo start one from amu no. Se man peni anya ade. Wo de mrana na wachia na portions of the law na one fa ye adwuma no mom pinpoint ni ehu se we na wo so ye na wanye. Wo hu se kwan na nka dan a wo se kwan netene.
Etene fefefe.
Enra me aminu Kofi Ofosun cancer. They no CEO baby amewa.
Ni obedi na ade.
Ye Charlotte say no o make it post to be. And run as aba back and a trend with social media. Same run
no also dey.
I mean say menya crowd.
No say emrana ejuma.
Ai. Emrana ejuma.
Enti we so emrana ejuma.
Enti na eneso emra kro na asen abaye ejuma. Na communication adane. And Charlotte says time ye no wa wonua uncle Kwaku ba komo. No bia won any reservation about those issues. They were no musika sa okruma. Say e bia monsumu twasa bia. Yehu se be sabone ba omo se yemra ene die ya ba esu nyama mpani mahama na petition ti amami nye na busuamfo bi na yeye Ghana ni a ono so ni mu mra se obi fom kuma se ni e fa so ye no ono na haye nti ene die na emotional communication a kasa na dane won frama mu ye de his excellency aye no ye support on 100%.
Okay.
And also I read a story yesterday Enra Mekai say 2018 ye Charlotte no in a peace council statement.
You mean Madam Charlotte say?
Yes, peace council statement be almost a president no wakwanya so ye de waye no. And let me tell Ghanaians, President Akufo-Addo powers as a president enye superior than John Mahama. To me na Ghana for the share nsa emfie nwotwe atwamu kono. Sa to me na na de ama President Mahama ne. Enti mo amu adwene bi se niema bi na Akufo-Addo betimi aye John Mahama ntimi nye no. It better you stop thinking about that. Ubu oman niema ahodo a oye nyina na nipa kasa. No more cite a lot of issues. Chairman General.
Yes.
Me buy the also you calling me to the bar. Sorry. My passing me exam soon. You be calling me to the bar. Fine. Chairman General say calling me to the bar now to say by 2028 hoko the years ahead. Now I say NDC man penny be and I can say Ghana man penny be on the ticket of NDC aba. No so the main court na high court. Oh chair, what been be saying?
Oh, some here in Shisha no. How many years now as a lawyer until you qualify to go to the bench? Why not?
You see, Bible say you are doing now ho kwan. Ye ni nyina na fata ye. There are some professions in this country. Ejuma obedi kan ayanse wakomu kura na itimi de measure opposition no kwotena ha de obetimi aye. And it's a we a leader or dwena o subjects no ho a. Some decisions you don't even take it. In Bono region, Justice Solomon Chumesi, fine, Opema Sempa. Me deputy communication officer at the regional level, no MPP constituency chairman with Doma East.
Okay.
You knew Munina ne bon toa. Yeah, that's where I know Payaniti and not the High Court. And the main cast or your bias. But what will be the perception about such person or a kunyaso? An answer or the High Court. Na ye dia rikeji akwa kogina nanim de na nipa be di kan adwen ana samre no Ghana for lawyer for pie okruma wo de omokro mo belong to your party omun your manim no na bi mun serve da omuntimi nya sa adwuma no ene ma bi wo wa you don't start it. And in politics one thing you should know is power will never be at your disposal permanently. And it's oh ya dia ya na wadwe no chena nti de asi ne no emra kwan so ne yafa MPP for Kasa Bebre no more can Montiasia, the law is the law. Emrano Bessia Daho, a bine for Frobeba.
Okay.
A bine for Froba, Emra Cronani, a debate Juma. But we're in emotional communication. Emranin a dear Juma. Into whether you like it or not,
the law is the law.
Reservation, a mamma solution needed that. Or say the law is the law. Now, me demanusi form on this issue. Chairman General.
Yeah, Eric.
Omano, yin idea. Ewa pa kwa menkroma mo omoji independent cry so mo anya hwe anameboa
me nkroma mo ka so mo anya
da bi enim de omo kafa no se na anu ada ye kwa batoi mo kwa menkroma no enkopie mu okumase
empacho me nka ho
se ejawo na ochira kan kasa ye kasa mo kwa menkroma na eye kasa pa
da bi enye
prof no nya no
Oh, you didn't come on. Intimate baby.
Very good. Sa kasa na okaye no. Nye prof na meka de okaye na kire nsusua wo fa nipa no ho. Even omumpo mo so omanye hwe. De me pese me kire ne say to me ye de mawa e be free wonsa. Ene I'm a chief executive officer. I should know say ochina bi me sorry I be hwehwe me nkratam. Because I'm running a day ejuma. Nti ade bia na asa bia utwa ne no. Utwa sapa ye be bodi aka asem dachi. The last time I met South Africa was in 2018. The co-program. Na ye South Africans ni share ye din komo no. Nipa be 7 no obi aba kwame nkrom na mse koye krom ko hwe. Bi muti ni din kra na omubu afu. So obi ani animonyam woni krom. Nti dia me pese me kire ne se obo bra yi a even so krom for kra nhye wani animonyam adwaman so na ye beton. So what President Mahama is doing, those elements in the system today almost so maintenance here no. Oko adwaman so a omunim baby a Ghana nhye den eko. And building the economy of Ghana no. Say judiciary no confidence in who even investors cross through.
Yeah.
Ni na ka ho bi so you're part of the economy of Ghana. Kwame na me ade ba akukura na etwa me nsunu mu. Uncle me kai say na ye ba beto aba na obi call court. No voter register ho so be kaya. Ye ma ye kokoto aba ni wi ansen ye free case no. Na o my being. Kwame. O my being. Aba na ye koto nipa ne se abato nwoma na ye de ko no o bibi fa ho.
Yes, you share dates. Ya to aba na wi no.
Ya to aba na wi no. E na ye frɛ ne so omra ne ni asem. Na no team sheet ana o de ye den. O ye sa niema ni nyina ye niema bi o de to o matuma amfo hu se
omanfo
prof ono omanfo hu se wonye obi a o ye nokwafo. There's another incident court registry. There's a political party back home. Your man acquire man na file case. Ade echi ya na transfer registry na free accredit na kwato sabi esrim ho baby. Man ka say ho nka Ghana ho. But what you should know ni say ade na wo ye no. Nye sa na ye no ewo ho. Na na wo ka kire me say me wa asem a me nkọ court na me ba nso a wo si registry ho ye ntopunu mu. Eno me mfa nkọ ahemfie. Kwame. Enti atoda de wo ye no ene manipa a pass judgment on you. Enti ye maame antiaraba minim se wa fight jumadi start ye osi baby aye kan asem no kra na ofa bi mu ko ho den eno kra ni enim de opese o kire ewi ye so yenim se mramu no Ghana ye constitution ni supremacy no wo ho but ofa ho kra ko ECOWAS em se na ohun ni se ECOWAS no was to the supremacy of our law here okọ ho nso ankusi aga but de ye kan kire ne se emrano na aye juma no na Ghana mrano be koso aye juma said there was aye juma pepepe.
That's it.
Na Chairman General
yes
manu si form ajaje fo na e wachiri no ye ne obia ne asem okrum ha omo ye ndamfofo omo ye yabusuamfo ye ne omo ne kwa sorry the fact is the no da omo no e na Ghana fo bi susu se waya ade bia eye niamo ho kakra eti amra no omo e na omo ne nenya enya ajaje fo okrum ha ene enra wo hwe krata no nso efi abankese mu bae na emra na adino no ye kan ho asem mu because oko and article 146 na stated misbehavior and ye kan ho asem wo krata no enti se full report na beba mana ba bonti mu obi anya bi akan a obehu de esiye. So the judges at the bench we show more well we believe strongly say omo men of conscience,
men and women,
yes, of conscience. Ya omo beye de oman no epe na de animonyam amaga na judiciary no because years ago enche bia ye court na ye de ajaje fu num kwotena se Ghana ni mi gina abonten so na wato chacha say we judgment na mra na ye 5-1. Chairman General usi so nyene when was the last time an out is Ghana ye predict bencher ampanato wuti bi da
na sia na metiti.
Yes, and nyina no a leadership crisis wo na ye penny a oda no no say there be a prediction ba na to meaning say there's something wrong ebiem ye papa kanda pa baby obi a mechia no eno na me hwe ni video ba ko bi a one ajaje fo hia ya na okasa o se maya ma ho ada ho se de da bi e kono no ene Ghana fo wa adwene bi se asem kokota say na ebekọ no a threat to our national security. Ebe then a national security minister Owura Kufuor apa no. Akushia judge for penny for akasa asem natural. Meaning there's something wrong somewhere. Any aside everything, the enke worsen the case in the cry say Godfrey Dame be attorney general. Even the colleagues lawyers, they are not more kafana because we are leader of the bar. Bar ni bench ni na one out no. But ni suni ne ye bia ni post train last hour we ato force mu case ye ni guase oji wo. Nti saa ne ma ni nyina no na ni monyam hye na e wo se kan ye judiciary no na e kofom. Nti ye reset na ya ba no e ho nso ka ho. Okay. Ye be ye ho adwuma. Nti monye mo adwuma as judges. We support you. Ghana for the Amamono.
Eric AJ, Chief Executive Officer, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP. Chese or ye fresh lawyer crowd or but chese lawyer mu class 1.
My any can share me answer.
Oh beshe. Oh beshe. Anyway.
Yeah, whole crowd open defended the Bible PhD. Opan go from a
na so wa passing sorry ya di ni dia bo
kwa me asem banya botre
ntimi nya botre
man
hey open
o de channel me de bebra mo
makata mani na me hwe erikeje mi hia erikeje fufuro na waduru say ya so me ntwan die bio open me di hwahwa mi ho one day said I kwesi prata cho misumi tro buka metro mu say Eric J mi sia no foforo ni say na o ye lawyer ni mapa intimate me train
obi by a defender ne Bible or your sister universities no be
okay
the next time not radio so a friend who doctor
na fire or them ho okay me pass America but obviously Eric, why are you using Solomon aka Pasolo as an example on our organism?
Why madam
I'll say mind you he's a very very competent high court judge. So for me competence overrides partisanship. Elder and the end by yeah
sir me boni di man kan some
David one cancel there one cancel
even me hear me internship courts the court na me call high court na me call
okay
yes I went there me call yanso no ni me ankasa enti me nya real court wo Eric Aba na ma court na say that is it but the me person na me train say the nipa be kan abonten no eno the esi court dem no nye pe Ghana for do sen ene copy o nanim na ehu ne competence na wo ka no. But the political aspect in na yede yenim ana mebo chama je no amemeti ade na odi nim
any see abrantie pa
enti me kasa makambone men kasa sebe imprediasa onim dia oye I know so very intelligent. Thank you
Eric J am say lawyer by na say why cratchy power why cratchy power and I see you no ananimi enu nyina
they no one say osun womanfo and the osun womanfo anya hwe ohina je kum tax ka ho ne de betua oka so wan hwe yi na wan nwene ho obenya ase
nana komia
Kwame
Justice Gertrude Aba Esaba Tokonu finally yeri sena me bisa Eric no campaign promise fulfilled. Resetting agenda. Was she wrong? Was she right? Why didn't you?
Kwame Dasi. A very sad day for Ghana. Very, very sad.
How do you?
Kwame, I think when the this is the second time, the only second time a president be a Chief Justice.
Nea mimi nimne se akukosa osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah yi no.
Na say this is the second.
And we na minim inti minim se bi oho bi o ma.
Yeah. So this is the second time president of the country a Chief Justice. The first time was way back Kwame Nkrumah time. This is military governments no po by menjin this will be Chief Justice. Anami Bwa Kwame.
Menim
nti Well, history no ya no. Na me ya say esi wo John Mahama Breso.
Aye.
Because Minjin this history will be kind to John Mahama on this.
Aye.
Lo Minjin. Na ono say on a final term as president you expect to say obey more of a statesman than politician. That's our decision here. It puts him squarely away from a statesman on this particular matter.
But petitioner ba, why any also here? Omo the report aba, omo the recommendations aba ni conclusions.
I mean, Uji said this is the first time a petition aba.
Meaning, say Nana Akufo-Addo petition.
Before Nana Akufo-Addo, there were petitions against chief justices in this country. This is not the first time a petition aba against chief justice. So, now before I may call into the question, direct questions, maybe you are Erika J. This is the first time I may share.
Oh, really? I see.
Kwam sound say me dey be me conant me.
I'm Nana Titsache because Eric ye na.
Me corner kitchen dey am share dem ni.
Samre no no yim fidi juma. Ka comedy no do.
Eric, interesting chap, interesting man. We tufu. I say and then no see ye bibia. Yen drink optional.
Yeah.
Na me ntimi hu say tufu na afutuo na
Oh men share.
Na me nua Eric kasa say o tufu say wo ye bibia enne a hwe ochina no. Na me ntimi hu say afutuo no kwama John Mahama na say kwama obi foforo. Na osan kan say decisions bi wo ho a ensese we take. Kamipe Bisani said decisions sa advice afutu common one.
No care about the chief justice Yenedi.
Yo. No can say judiciary no kufo who say politics abemwa ema investors empa. Na me dream say or this as afutu no ema wine. Say judiciary no politics bemwa ema investors nipa for musika ema show mem na me say pe bisa say why one of this effort to ema and I can say nipa ni be argument or no feel say emotional communication the exact words is emotional communication but on one so I catch her and say chief justice na you know she was behaving like a politician one of the emotional communication because charges here the chief justice the politician income and I can kwame
there
until you can say she was behaving like a politician now why emotional communication but to them kwame them I mean free me Eric na me ba question also we know a campaign promise. Now, ubisa me say, is it legal? Yes, illegal.
And
the Marquanso. There's no debate about it. Enti, baby, fought to no free first cry and nipa na muchron constitution. Nipa na muchron sa 1992 constitution.
So much require say team lead just.
Mistakes ni bi omo ye sa at the share constitution. No so say makawa hada. The say ya dey to me share president so no appoint electoral commission.
Yeah, come to think of it. Yes, or your next Eric Ampa.
Oh well, no.
So you say the electoral commission is next.
Oh, mentio.
In the reset agenda.
Nanga on catch us what?
I can't pay.
Yes, and I come
here. Me say first mistakes no. I'm just for born bomb kese. Nipa na draft to your constitution. One of the mistakes on here and is chief justice. Back on any say the two me share president in some. So no tini appointee electoral commission. Because a sitting president or a player in the game. Now, how do you give a player the power to appoint a referee? But that is what they did in the constitution.
Now, see, constitution, many people back. Ntebia, and it's a review, no. Oh, but until the same way that the constitution was designed for Jerry John Rawlings. Yes, it was designed for Jerry John Rawlings. Yes, a review.
The Rawlings free so 2000. How many
25 years ago.
That's what
I'm a Yamekwa to Safreno.
Name can say one of the mistakes in the constitution, giving the power to appoint the
chief justice
commission
and the electoral commissioner.
To the president. Another mistake any year, procedure for removing the chief justice, because procedure now they share constitution. Any president can remove any chief justice.
But for now, the law is the law.
No, say name medicaka.
Yeah.
Proper. Now say chief justice removed and says the law.
Yeah.
But you can say is it the best thing for this country?
Yeah, to
give the power to appoint, to give the power to appoint to a player. Say has the Kokrokoo match. No, because it's a referee number. Yema has in fact referee bra, and I could confirm referee bra. How even in a small football match, how would that look? Not the whole country elections, the procedure now. It gives the president, they can follow the procedure which will then be constitutional, and it gives every president the power to remove any chief justice if the president so wants. So, and clearly, John Mahama wants to remove the chief justice. Or not in the party NDC.
But according to Egnenka manifesto, no.
Unim.
Media.
Yera John Mahama. Unim sana onwa niko manifesto nimsana uka. Manifesto minkani nyenye. But in some of John Mahama aka. Opese mi quote mawa. No describable court now as a unanimous FC. Or then the petition call 2021. Say election no results no official say yerium into the petition call Supreme Court. Court editier no. One can say court na sem no mo sem no mu court near bias no offer omo mu nickname unanimous FC. Meboa.
Okay.
The current chairman of the NDC, Minua Penya Sedunketia. One man can't change says I caught no more and only na court no more offending as one call. Ye be some sentient as on where I must say Yankofa electoral commissioner no brana or bar mobile changing as well. Munjin as well be a mam calculator say okay, mo ankasa munya mo calculation. Ye nya ehu ye. Near about 2 times 3 is equal to 4 divided by 1. Ye ehu. Because one thing so anko, Jaffe calculator near them as na calculating yan say be betimi a chere na uka. Na court ne die tiawa. John Mahama described the court as
ebuyasem no.
Court ne ebuyasem no na anko wa fa. O say omo ye unanimous FC chese omo ye awam court. And when share NDC lawyers and country omo say NPP 4 the NPP abino the NPP 4 akwaku go court no enunti no omo nya NDC lawyers omo nya ready ono so ba obe appoint NDC lawyers no so makọ court no so wanka yeni mamu ha de tie Into clearly, John Mahama has signaled his intention to reset the judiciary. Yes, my quotations P. Inti, right from day one, that is the intention. And the constitution also no, and my president no power. The time because the constitution no my president no power. Whether right or wrong, the constitution gives him the power.
Yeah.
Me can't whether right or wrong. Kwame, what are the Jinaswam the Chief Justice na NNN? Number one, miensa.
Yes, sir.
I'm say back on unlawful expenditure. They say, one first, okoye expenditure be say unlawful.
Otu kwan one nikru
neba. So kutua per diem niku anadu na unlawful. So say be nya auditor general say. No auditor general. Yentis auditor general ka so be the oman sika fa kwan bi so anyanti. Omoni a friend sample surcharge. Anambwa. Okay. It is I'm pass all the scar wakotria per diem ama obi a ense nipa no per diem. Anya surcharge keke. Na be a penalty be count. You see why transfers be a transfers in trade. Kwame. This is official. This is official letter government issue. Second is why transfers be in trade. Kwame. Transfers. Transfer is here in trade. When they be Chief Justice? So I'm purpose of acquire transfer be not in trade. When we are shark. Yes, see, nka ye attempts to interfere in judicial appointments. I'm not making this is the official EU. Obviously, she sought to bypass. These are the grounds.
But I say I will be stated misbehavior. I can't.
These are the grounds these are the grounds being described as stated misbehavior. And I'm say Obia could tria per diem, Nancy could tria per diem.
According to the lawyer, equate to or say conditions of service.
Young fan who there's dispute about conditions of service. So I'm passing what could trees cabinets or trees can. When you say charge by Auditor General. Auditor General flags it down, there's a surcharge. Yera domelevos are the name bona basopa. Second one, you see, okoye transfer, been a transfer in trade. One person. Amu boni panel credit. Bading. So oko transfer papa be no bading, then no in trade. Na transfer o memu Kwame. Obi mekanche o da Kwame say ye transfer me akosunyane na hodom ntimi nkodi say Kwame wa otie onya asem ni
bebre.
And you see third one ya tron. You see enka or interfere with judicial appointment. She sought to. These are the grounds. These are the three main grounds at the end. But send a medical account. The process is rigged against the Chief Justice and is rigged in favor of the president. Now, mention it, Amika says is rigged in favor of the president.
Now, this is from
sure. Constitution, baby, decide to remember to me Article 146, Clause 6. Now, I can say, first petition by president. Petition by or no president no shall appoint a committee in consultation with the Council of State. Here's our Council of State here, Kwame.
Yeah.
The president appoints about half the members of the Council of State. Council of State now when about 25 members or so. The president appoints about half. So honor is rigged. Nti ono kwa no ese oseti committee in consultation with the council. The president or what they actually to say me Chief Justice. He is supposed to consult the Council of State. Council of State no appointing half. Oria ono president no appointee a committee to sit on the matter. Ono president no ono na appointee committee no to sit on the matter. Now, after appointing the committee, so no one appointing who will chair that committee. This is all in the Constitution.
Na ko na first for me.
Kwame ase me hu hia pa o.
Me nka se hu hia. Se me hwe me
We are utia no.
Eh akomi ho ha we me theater.
Erika J min do ni time no kra.
Na
Me boa.
Wa ni o ye ofe. Bottom with the league.
Say you can fairness. And you discuss.
I've been very fair. Me the time I've been very fair. Yes.
Me be try to tougher.
Mpachomati. O bono tougher.
Me bono tougher. Ana Kwame nti ono appointed committee in consultation the Council of State. He now has the power to suspend the Chief Justice.
Yeah.
And then committee report to no bar. He now has the power to implement that report.
Yeah.
And the Ghanaian constitution it gives the president the power, if he so wishes. There are no checks, literally, to remove the Chief Justice. Checks near their money as a Constitutional Council of State in a committee. He appointed the committee. The Council of State, he is appointing half the members. And he really, because otherwise, Anjina Soya or Omankasa Tron will paper so the unlawful expenditure. And what transfer will be in trade. And Anka or attempt to interfere. She sought to bypass. That's the word. When your grants he did Chief Justice. The medical chair said, Yera John Mahama name. Right from time or on your now, was it called to a bomb, what one more nickname from unanimous FC. But can't share a grassy say courts now where MPP for one de guso. Me who quanya or differ sunya a judges never courts no so no more vote. Merely because some were appointed by Akufado. Now, President Mazan, so you appointed some justice between 2013 and 2016. One appointee will be out to the Supreme Court. They appointed many people to the courts,
including Justice Paman.
And you lost many cases when you were president, even after appointing a lot of people to the courts. When you lose cases, you lost cases. Akufado, as president, lost cases. Dom level Casey. Just a dom level. Okay. On only case, didn't Akufado lose? And the president be a lose case. Jomama, you lost cases when even though who appointed many people on the court. Akufado lose cases. And to say NPP for a party court to know. Now, all free so that Supreme Court no year 14. Akufado refuse no year 15. The parking there were and I was in the Okotre lawyers say court name Adani NPP court to bounce over the Omobakogu court. Until right from the day one, when the Trimpo say obey changes to the courts.
And why change?
And constitution also emanate coin. I mean, conclude. It's a very sad day for democracy in this country. Now, I say, Professor Prempenum, recommendations. Me GDP say recommendations Bombay will be Sir President power to put the council a electoral commission and Sir Chief Justice. Now, because time Chief a electoral commission the end, but no, not John Mahama guy.
That's it.
Because it's politically motivated. It's part of the plan to rig the next elections. That's what John Mahama said. Maybe.
Peace 104.3. This one says, Kwame, the saddest part of this well-orchestrated coup d'etat is the silence and indifference of the clergy, Peace Council, CSOs, labor unions, Judicial Council, UTAG, Parliament, and others throughout the proceedings that led to the removal of the CJ. This is happening in a country that prides itself as a beacon of democracy in sub-Saharan Africa. Where is the so-called separation of powers and the independence of the judiciary as enshrined in the Constitution? John Sunny says that one. Question part Pacho Bremo.
What's that going Pacho? It did kind pa. On the Akutia by election. Part of the facts in there, Akutia by election. They try and Chief Justice in Kwani Yeka.
Good day, I can't book in this one.
Kakra.
And Akutia by election, my ɛho adwuma bebree anɔpɛ yi.
But normally, Yami continue you. Normally, Kaba election party. Ka enya some kitwa ke nuna. But abanusa. Na ne konsu chese Ghana Chief Justice asem no so ehia pa. Se tumi over shadow by elections dey na asem a emu pia emu du pa. Sana mpese me kan.
Okay.
Na Masa Kwame.
Brakazi.
Yeah, Lina. Eba I say obiara dim raso. Na bi asem na ka do no, obiara dim raso. Una yo mampani o. Una we mochiriman o. Una ye doctor o. Una ye driver o. Obiara dim raso. Na ya kura so aka say wadi mmara so de na nso nti ye ndi mmara so na se mi mmara so we have to make a decision ye fa mmara nya adwuma na asa me fa mmara nya adwuma ye mmara ne nye ba si ye ndi so nti ye nya kura si di so nti ye no ye se Ghana for na say ye adwun say be di mmara so na say ye nni mmara so ye be di mmara so de a obi di mmara so a ini say yedi
ye kasetia
nipa cross we di mraso Kwame
crazy
o my number upon 1992 constitution what kind year Chief Justice here yes we on Kofi enyo man Penny John Dramani Muhammad yes we on Kofi kind constitution article 146 and all its provisions. Let me just say to her, lawyer need to her. So committee no decide there. The president has no power, no authority to change the recommendation of the committee. In the Senate there, why na why Chief Justice Nedi? Committee no.
One appointed committee.
President appointed committee. But committee no. Omu koshia omu ba no omu se Chief Justice no so Kofi a ka president ntumi nya ho hwe and omu ba no omu se ensem bi wo ha want me anyi anu yi nti Kofi president bi hu bibia enye yi onam che no na anima mienu ba ko miensa mienan bi wo ha ese keri se ye kasa se ye keri ni yi pa opani edikan according to Justice Wamano evidence almost consider answer no back to this conclusion 10,000 pages of evidence
against the Chief Justice.
10,000 pages of evidence. It's that you can't trust 10,000 pages of evidence. Can you imagine 10,000 pages of evidence? And we will consider in order to come to this decision. Chief Justice inquired the lawyers and 9 and they didn't chibai. She was by 4 lawyers. Neutral petition also the 4 lawyers and the buy. 2 sides no 8 lawyers and one cast assembly. And what you know committee na ye kan Supreme Court judges ekukuda mienu and it is Kuku Supreme Court judges mienu nya baako mienu Supreme Court judges anu money Madam Gertrude Tokonu eye aduma na fe ananya sa ne ka no ono na fe mienu ekukuda eka committee no anu achi no former auditor general Ghana ha auditing na pani pa wo hweso pa former auditor general oka committee yi ho inti anya committee to a with me dismissing so easily on am channel masa and some no do so and watching Chief Justice yes we on Kofi offer witnesses on 13 witnesses including expert witnesses. Neutral petition also for 12 witnesses. It's 25 witnesses. nti anya to say na yesati committee no mo kwhye kukuo mu na committee members dankasa eye o mo adwene ade 25 witnesses appeared before them. Assembly asana back to the final conclusion no across Supreme Court I know sukura emprenu Supreme Court onwa Supreme Court na no tiso no wo mo ahwasam mu emprenu aka say entiamra afiri Ghana akọ ECOWAS court ahwemu aka say entiamra iti yenye dem biem ade nkura biem no bi betumi aye mentiase o ade biem na aka masa minye na kumya kanukre so ahwemu ade ne entiamra na mbom mo trom bra no a obucho 1992 constitution no wo ma mo aye anu wa na akobire mu no miana ana president Mahama sa constitution no obucho ile nye constitution nti won tontwene ontumi tontwene anu na so di aduma aya 7 January osua no ananya sa le osai no e dey no kai was sa constitution kwan bia so no obebbo ho ban dia ya adwuma nyesa no sua na bi ko sua sa constitution ya kwan bia so obe fa so dia bo ho ban a wo so on to constitution ntwere on to ntwere say on to ntwere because anya papa na ema no ko sua say ana osua no wini no administer otu no when the administer otu no justice talk on yara justice talk on yara ne ko administer otu no a o ka say oni de ekwan bia so no sambra pon aye constitution obe defending with his everything eti say justice talk on ko administer otu what sua ka kire say ekwan bia so we protect the constitution na that's what the constitution in ya dey no kwatu constitution no twiri man yi o twiri enye yi onenche and then someone na yake masa edu Charlotte Assembly ne ka sanse mi
omo kan omo man kan
and na me say do Charlotte Assembly so dey na constitution na ye pa e dey na constitution na say how but me ka Charlotte Assembly no so nipa dudu a omo ba be bo kokosi ye hwe yi o na ne ye da chi bi aba e de bo ban no ye de be jinjam techi me ka kwa me kai pa mia koku ba ko me ka pa kwa me wo me kai studio hayara o kom say you know akomo sini so o sini amudi ye Charlotte say mu hwe yi o na da chi e bi be ye obi kwa me wo kai me ka pa
koku ba ko de court
wan komo ha ke ko bi o de court kraka
yeah
obi entie because Charlotte say your friend talk on a friend Charlotte say masa standard no mama anya ba ko pe one standard for everybody see a friend Charlotte say the same standard.
So is this revenge for Charlotte say
who say
into way a revenge for Charlotte say now
why na kasa
because of the constant reference to say the Charlotte in Tiafanye Tokono.
No, I'm saying so we should be principled.
Okay.
Principled, not just a revenge. Now revenge is the other year
now. Kwesi Charlotte said and then how can
oh, Kwame ni kai. You should say opinion the cool ni kai. Ni kai.
Then how na me
listen, no near. Now way.
Men kai.
Now go Burkina Faso.
David. Kai me now kai.
Okay. Your poor Mekai. So no private.
Oh, there be ebe so be to us here. So be to us here.
What's the timasi? Your poor metro what timasi. No private.
Oh, you program. I me come baby.
But was
Kwesi catch all the program.
There be some yeah discussion. Then how can Charlotte say?
Ani moment can the person me can we also account there. No discussion.
Yo, cause way.
Hey. Masa. Eti media na ekoi me ntiase eye ne kofa ayi NDC cadres every pom kantamanto and as we go committee we mo hwa sebuma e bia na no beti amra na we the Supreme Court ho na nkasa wo mo ni mami ti Supreme Court ho e di asam o mo mienu ekuku dam in fact them say Kwamakura is the second most senior person on the Supreme Court. Second most senior person on the Supreme Court. As Auditor General. We are Auditor General. What being nim sanya ya kunta muni adiano kokaho. Yes, yetikwa pai. Because of my penny dim raso dodo. O dim raso dodo. Entigamo dim raso. Masa kwa mimi ya sembia kebi. Mama kasa. Eso dim raso dodo. My penny we you dim raso dodo. Emrani njenti kontuntwene. Ontum brantwene. Allah braka.
Alabraka kwesi ede no ababeka ho
kwesi obi anka se president on tumra no kunyo atenye mrani nya ne fata
so ne on tumra na okay
meba nye mrani nya na fata yanka se tukune ba nye di nya na de be ya adwuma so ate and a medical choice and first time a president yama the petition way back. Before Akufado, there were petitions against chief justices. Akufado time, there were petitions. Mahama time, there are petitions. Intinyeni nyana de yechuma. Nyambani nyane fata. But sanamranaka. John Mahama nemu yedimre yi Charlotte say. Ono can say there be fata politics. Inti say ekoye nimu a. Yenkoye nimu. Say yenkoye nimu so ani ehu say yenkoye nimu.
Opinion Kofi answer now bebemono namesake Kofi Ghana say eventually the report will be made public. Students of law, practitioners of the legal profession will have the opportunity to study and scrutinize the report for several years to come. The fact will still remain that a Chief Justice was dismissed. That is history, a major historic fact. Time will tell. Prof. Pajabrim. Kofi Juan. Kofi Ghana.
Hey, Kofi Ghana.
I
don't know why namesake.
Kofi Ejekum.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Kofi.
Come
Prof.
That's somewhere they can be who you.
I don't know.
There's all kind of my can. Maybe Kakrab in a me pencil mo. Chronicle more or say not petition. I have Romeans and a
Yes.
And now, back queen and now homogeneous so. Maybe Pebisa say into me nundo away and I a boom you no go.
I won't hear you. Get me in for back with you, Prince. Maybe back open. Yes.
Na me my oba ye friend be su chefa ye muya. It is say me lawyer. Say petition ya horo miensa. Enka efie na ye di asema nke be ma miensa ni nyina ya hwe bie na ya ka ni nyina bu. Na ebi a omo hwe de di kan mu no. Na o ma dwene o say no nko aya minim me pinchire mu.
Ma me hwe se metimi a chire mu kakra. Miss me nya lawyer.
Enka lawyer ni wa he.
Facho o no susu betimi a chire. Petition for removal of Chief Justice. Yes. Assuming say committee maker say other two petitions they may merit. Does that invalidate the one which has merit? It doesn't. And the Nipano between in the Baako pet won't be in the Emprensa. And we in the Baako, it covers everything. On the channel. A year Lanka, which me in the Emprensa there, and the Laka, the in the Baako, the in the Dimiansa. On them channel.
And I say, I'm shining me and sending them who said,
who shot me and sending them more. That's a two la can say, Undi for Udibima. It doesn't invalidate Bakuna as Udi for until one is sufficient.
Yes, me can't cry. I say,
just one. Because now, me person me chair on our can't time. He Charlotte said. Ose nan kwesi mamen chair mamen ka. Ose Nanado should have applied home sense.
Okay, way.
Oh, any. Opa me for the ma.
Tell no okay,
Chairman General.
Yeah.
Oh, question now opening visa no.
Now we again
a lawyer for a court.
Because our telephone.
It make us say obi kwadu a de abono nko na be aduasa.
Okay.
any kind of count no nti e bia makoma nduasa na de abo ba say yetnase na ye di nsem ni nyina gu nsane ni a nsane yetime ka say e bia emu aduo no baako any hwine be kan say any nyina so okay the fact is say emu aduo no baako ni nyina so na nkyere say de aka na nya adwuma ahun say de tie no so say petition ye baako mienu miensa na ye de bae na yakoni nyinam ne yese baako de so na ye gina ade kwadu na bo no emra mu no eye adwuma so I think there's nothing wrong there. Thank you.
Opening
say ya there some bana kokoto a wo ho kwan say minni asem no hu bi say minni hu bibia mapon
Chairman General, opening strategy na ready. Also, my yan ye chira say no one also wapon.
Opening o si de. David say ti wa say o si ukokota de.
To be kaza asem no unni hu bi. Say unni bibia o kan e fa ho. Intimation.
Debbie.
Eti betie me duanu nyina. E na matie di aba. E na o ma ka se ade ende emra kwan so say na tie. Me na ho.
Kwame.
Yes, that
kind of actual.
Yes. Remember, yes, on the other two petitions, both the petitioner and the accused agreed to suspend them. That's what the chairman said in his presentation. Mark in the USA. Mark, thank you very much for drawing my attention to it. Yes, Nana Pachomitio.
Managing editor of the Inside newspaper, Reparations Jr., has said that he's yet to come to terms with the circumstances that led to the removal of the chairman of the Electoral Corporation, Charlotte Osei. According to him, the president, Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, should have applied home sense before carrying out the decision to remove Natiheye. Speaking on Peace FM's Kokrokoo on Tuesday, July 3rd, 2018, Reparations argued that although the law permits the president to remove Charlotte Osei and her deputies from office, the president have to apply home sense too.
If you answer,
home sense. Something make us say home sense.
It's when you know.
It happened here. Yeah.
And I mean, because Nana,
on July. I'm reading a report. No, me can't report. Now, question now. Akufo-Addo the name law no apply. Akufo-Addo bread the name law no. And I will say on apply on drink on for home sense income. Nana no there now. Are you denying that you said this? Because it happened on Peace FM, and so they will have the recording.
Some time I hold no the amaka no.
I can you back on answer.
Time the amount we nyina answer. Dia e come ho a tia onum say dia make say sabre minimum say o mugu so a o mo ye
meanwhile your own videos be as so far as okay e to twede wo mo
ya pa ya
to twede last one to twede
watu
ya best
wa unipa
watu twede
one videos
watu twede
on it chama buga
ai Open to no for.
Baby, so for pim na kakra. One pim bi. I'm so ohebia na. Ho so bibi kakra. Police be mun tem kakra, but oba na ya punch na kakra. Open you punch with you.
The American say ɛnyɛ de di kania yɛkɔ by election yakɔ ebi wɔ hɔ a yɛbɛteɛ na yakɔ na asomdwe mu koraa bibi bɛsi koraa ɛnhyɛ da nyɛ yi yɛmpa ibɔ no sɛ afei na ɛkɔ bodu baako efiri sɛ bra ɛkɔ yɛbɛsrɛ party akuo mmienu no sɛ ɛnura nɔnwɔtwe anaa huebe nɔnkora yɛkɔda no na yɛnte sɛ obi epra na yɛnte sɛ tuato na yɛnte sɛ yate obi akɔtum a ɛhɔ no ɔbɛda nadwi ɛnkanka amabunu na ɛwɔ hɔ no kame ɔkae John hɔ a tre edunkron hɔ baabi ɔse meya abranteɛ no na mea na mebɔ ma bɔ so me belt menyini bɔ akɔkora no gye sɛ tɔrɔ bi a nipa sɔ me nsa ansa na mabɔ ma bɔ so mmeranteɛ akɔgu hɔ na ɔmo adwene yɔm sɛ sɛ dɔm yɛ mmeranteɛ party ɛta ɔmo akyi nti deɛ ɔmpɛ biara ɛna ɔmo yɛ no yɛbɛsrɛ ɔmo wabranteɛ no ɔntra so daa saa ahoɔden no ekura wɔ no ɛnyina hɔ daa
ɛso bɛti
nti na yɛ a wahoɔden no mpanimfoɔ sɛ wammerɛ wotuntum so a wobɛbrɛ wo fufuo so
tɛsɛ mmeranti brɛm a wotunye tutum
no ɛhɔ na ɛsɛ ɔde yɛ adwuma
wammerɛ wotuntum so a
wobɛbrɛ wo fufuo so ufufuo no yɛ bra wotiri na fuduro no a woyɛ hwie nyiye na utuntum so yi ana wode wakwatia a wode ne sɛ wode ko
na ufufuo so
ama obi enti bedro na utuntum no wamfa anya dwuma ukodu ufufuo so ade be na wobɛyɛ enti ebesɛ na party ahoro no so omota kyira obia ababa company ekoto yɛbɛsrɛ no mahwɛ ne ɛyɛ ɛtoto asɛm na fe asɛ ya dɔso baabi a me werɛ ho ekra no homowo ɛno yɛse yɛ di no kama ɛwɔ nkran ha so tuom yɛse etuato techi yɛse etuato nti mrantie de bɛ paa na mo pɛ no wiase a yɛmfa maamo a nti mo yɛse ɔmo hwɛ yi o na from ente oda
na so far zo kapo de onya branch papa panyin o
mo plan na we hu obi a wo hye yomu a maybe I would do 50, 55, 60, yeah. And I'm renting on what did 30, 25 in Asha. And then I said, what did 25 now? Would you 60 again? It's a quota.
I just I will swear now,
yes, sir.
I'm renting one baby 60, one back a quota.
Kwame,
Nana.
So I say me opinion yeah, but I say yes, you by election there may be trim. Me am free ameko.
Obako agretia.
But sa homo was semi.
Yeah.
It looks trivial, but say answer no next year
yeah.
Because a system be just that a two emblem, but in Tokwesi. Say Aditina Obabe pretty quickly what Mimaha na Hanun. That's what happened. Because constituency. Your Bubu Ashimanje. Our academy hoppe or palace buildings and Jatami in BC.
Yeah.
Obia and so on a Bubu Ashimanje, the fiend. Fufo bin Swaba. And also what article. Just about a kilometer from baby Abubu Ashimanje.
That's article, yeah.
And also kuta title. Boundaries no any clear.
To be aso yo hene.
To be aso yo hene. Na nsan ya se Bubu Ashimanje no yensi fufro. It is new one as petit quickly na with me connect kakra. But tama na Bubu Ashimanje o no. Ntokwa nke de ba me person and so on. Enya sem keto.
Wow.
But I say but any pay we you kwesi. Enti
former moderator Presby Church. There be Reverend J.Y. Mante.
Okay.
Osimin chair no pay. J.Y. Mante osimin chair no pay mano. O to yankra o say nsem na kan o say ye lecture our but your Bible mu or say a John 21:18. It was saying can't just switch yo.
Adobe, sorry,
David. Oh, take a canoe to saying chia up.
Pity. Na a sheer some near the Akukuni by the
I see a show. But certainly,
you boom to another
yes, sir.
Justice, our policy with you.
Hey,
Nana.
Hey, Nana, me Joe.
Someone in every one. I know.
Or a judge.
Or a judge. Or a court of appeal judge.
No more post be a way in.
No, Ghana School of Law.
Ghana School of
Law.
No, director.
Why more?
And general legal counsel, and I say one.
No, law school director.
You want no more in every.
No, I complain is a baby Hannah and Nana. Nana made the man who see from no. No, one some campaign.
One that's what we am. Oh, one some can one man.
Land Kakra.
Oh, some can I see from no. 1 month.
Aquitia. Ajobre.
And the Frazuka.
Yeah, man. Oh, me, I'm a friend.
Also, a friend of mine.
You know him say, Kumia.
A friend of mine, man, quite with you. You.
When him say Kumia, one Daniel to AM young papa. And see, the way I'm many in this committee, and many badges say, BBSC one echi. Ebe boko, enye uyenebia. And I believe strongly say, it was a son econo. But one thing I was a politician, and yeah, you might cheat for no huno.
Yeah.
Chairman General, and Central for one more number for and Central for. I drive for a namfo, mate for a namfo. So politicians, we are also friends. But at times, you know, quite a faso, a behavior abontin, am I a cheetah for who says you muchiche? That is not how it is. Your best remo. More man in your boko, because at the end of the day, yen na e ni pabako. The obedient kunimno, Ghana Juman obey, Bami Ojidi say, your candidate are presenting as a political party, no. And they say about to unquery na their international.
Eric Ej, lawyer Brand TFO director or NEIP, Nana Komia of the MPP, Kwesi Pratt. I watch your book Reparations and next week Tuesday, you better Nedi. Professor Kofi Ejekum, Ebeka ho. And I say any Mamo. Dr. Efia Sewa Opong Damwa, we are medical doctor at Ridge Hospital. Where we share Funina say ma with a happy birthday to you, Dr. Efia Sewa Opong Damwa of the Ridge Hospital. And also to you, Mrs. Doris Boafo, from your husband, Mr. Richard Boafo, aka Don BB of Fidelity Bank. Wishing Stephen Baini of Ashaiman Middle East Police Station. Happy birthday to you, Stephen. And Paibona Nigusuno. Report say TFia Kwetia Eba Anope say Yan Sheni ni Sheni ya I had near Tiasemboni. Yeah, bumper keke Banesa. But that's a buffon kitting me Abba. Madam Empire Boy, me debia, me bomber out here, FDA Kokrokoo Peace 104.3. As always in the book of Numbers in the Bible, Numbers 6:24-26 is my prayer for you, my dear listener, where it says very simply, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thank you very much for joining us by ear, voice, text, and eyes. The next news broadcast is at 12. Kofi Kombilson is next on your radio. May your day be blessed. As always, remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. And as always, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.